why not check out our website at wrestlingfatherandson.weebly.com, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is Stomping Grounds Predictions. Yeah, like I say, this is a Stomping Grounds predictions. I think the matches are finalised. We have had issues where we've done these very early and then they've changed the matches or whatever. I did say in this week's week that was WWE, I forgot to mention that the main event, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin, special guest referee, didn't get announced on Raw. I didn't put that in that video, but this is coming out in the same week, so I'll say that there. But we'll get into that as we get into it. So quickly, let's go through some of these matches. I don't know what order they're going to be. I don't know what the pre-show is going to be. I'm going to think that the first match I'll talk about, which will be Big E and Xavier Woods versus Owens and Zayn. That could be pre-show. So, who do you think is going to win out of Big E and Xavier Woods and Owens and Zayn?
Big E and Xavier Woods.
I think that Big E and Xavier Woods are probably going to win that match as well. I don't think it's going to be much. I think it's going to be a pre-show throwaway match, so not much to really talk about there. But then we'll talk about the next match. Could be pre-show. Tony Nese versus Akari Tozawa, I think that's right, and Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Tony Nese.
I think Tony Nese will retain as well. Yes, not much to talk about there. There will be some quite nice spots in that, but we'll have to wait and see. I think that's going to be. I'm not really interested in the Cruiserweight division. I don't really watch 205. I'm not really interested in that, but it is what it is. Next. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Like I say, they've been sort of the tag team division on SmackDown is a bit light. This is kind of probably the best match they could come up with at the minute for now. So who do you think is going to win out of these two?
Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan.
Do you think they're going to win? I'm going to go different. I'm going to think that Heavy Machinery might win. I'm going to say Heavy Machinery. So I'm going to think they might want to get that belt off Daniel Bryan soon, so they can put him back into the main event picture. So I'm going to say Heavy Machinery. Let's see. US title, most probably we'll do that one next. US title, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. Obviously Ricochet won this past Monday night against four other men: The Miz, Strowman, Lashley and Cesaro, and he beat them all, and he is now the #1 contender. So who do you think is going to win out of Joe and Ricochet?
Ricochet.
Oh, I'm going to say different. I'm going to think Samoa Joe is going to retain. I think they're going to have more matches to come here. I think this isn't just going to be the one and done. I think they're going to have more matches here, and I think that Samoa Joe is probably going to retain. They're going to have another match and probably down the line. So I'm going to say Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Obviously Roman Reigns has a victory over Drew McIntyre, doesn't he? But then Drew McIntyre does have a lot of help from Shane and possibly Elias. So who do you think is going to win? We did get this one wrong. We did say that Roman Reigns was going to win against Shane McMahon. He didn't, did he? So who do you think is going to win out of Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre.
You think Drew McIntyre is going to win this one? So yeah, I think going to be a bit of interference with this match. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre as well. Next, Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Obviously, Alexa Bliss is Raw. She won through the wild card, #1 contenders match. I'm a little bit disappointed by it, to be honest. But who do you think is going to win from Bayley and Alexa Bliss?
Alexa Bliss.
You think Alexa Bliss? I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do that. But then again, Bayley's only just won that title. So I'm going to say Bayley. I'm going to go Bayley's going to retain. WWE is the sort of company that does that. We'll put the belt on Bliss even though she's a wild card. But like I say, I think Bayley's only just got it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Next, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw's Women's Championship. Obviously, Lacey Evans has been in a feud with Becky Lynch since WrestleMania. So who do you think is going to win, Becky Lynch or Lacey Evans?
Becky Lynch.
I think Becky Lynch is still going to have that title. I think as well. I'm going to go Becky Lynch as well. I don't see them changing that belt, to be fair, not to Lacey Evans. Not at the moment. I don't think she's quite there yet. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to say, and Kai's going to say Becky Lynch. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage for the WWE title. So we were talking about this earlier. Who do you think is going to be? Who do you think is going to win that match?
Dolph.
You think Dolph? Yes, you did say that earlier. Dolph Ziggler, you think? I'm going to disagree. I think Kofi's still going to keep the title. I think they're going to keep that title on him. I think I said this before. I think they're going to keep it until about SummerSlam, when there might be a change. If the rumours are right, the rumours are going around saying that Shane McMahon might get that title off Kofi. He's being bigged up at the minute, being pushed. We'll see, but I'm going to say Kofi's going to retain. I think it's going to be a good match. That potentially, again, could be match of the night. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good match. And then finally, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin in the special guest referee for the Universal title. Now, we do not know who that special guest referee is at the moment. You got any ideas who you think it might be?
I think Elias.
You think Elias, do you? Well, he was going to be, he had the shirt, didn't he, on Monday, he got taken out. I don't know. It's very hard to pick. You kind of think one person ends up not being. Is it going to be Brock Lesnar? There's a potential it could be Brock Lesnar, I suppose. But we'd have to wait and see.
Brock Lesnar will kind of hurt.
Well, yeah, he'll probably take them both out and then cash in. But yeah, who do you think is going to win the match, even with the special guest referee though? Seth Rollins or Baron Corbin?
Seth Rollins.
You think Seth Rollins will find a way to retain? I think so as well. I think Seth Rollins has only just really had it. He needs a little bit more of a run.
He just had it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of months. I think he's going to continue it. I think he's probably going to keep it until potentially Brock Lesnar cashes in or somebody else comes through the ranks. But yeah, I think Rollins will retain as well. So yeah, that's just our thoughts and predictions on Stomping Ground. Obviously, we'll have to wait until Sunday night. And we'll have to see if we're right or wrong again.
He's going to, if he's going to, Brock Lesnar's going to cash in. That means Seth Rollins is going to keep it for a long time.
Well, he might keep it, might do, might not. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, we'll probably do the reactions on Monday after we watch it. And yeah, we'll have to see if we're right again. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video, which will probably be the reactions, possibly. I'm not sure if it's. I think we'll put this out Saturday before. So yeah, that will be the reactions. Will be the next one. So yeah, so I'll say goodbye and say goodbye, Kai.
Bye.
Goodbye.